Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. My name is Siti Salima, and today I'd like to share a presentation titled Developing Confidence, Your Speech Class. This presentation is intended to fulfill the midterm examination requirement for the academic speaking course taught by Professor Mashadi Said. This topic is very close to our experience as language learners and speakers, especially because many of us feel nervous when speaking in front of others. Okay, so here is the outlines of my presentation today. So through this talk, I'll share some key ideas about first, I'll talk about the greatest fears when it comes to speaking. Second, we will explore how to cope with stage fright, that uncomfortable feeling we all know. Then I'll share practical tips to deal with nervousness. And finally, I'll end with a short conclusion about what we can learn and apply in our speech classes. I hope by the end you'll realize that nervousness is normal and even helpful if we know how to manage it. Okay, go to the next slide. If you are worried about stage fright, you may feel better knowing that you are not alone. Lucas once said on his book, The Art of Public Speaking, that published in 2020, a 2014 survey by researchers at Chapman University asked 1,500 participants from across the country to name their greatest fear. Public speaking topped the list. And as we can see on the screen here, another study in 2012 produced similar result with 62% of respondents being terrified by the prospect of speaking in public. In comparison, only 43% said they were afraid of dying, while for 31.1% occupied by others fears, yeah, those are caused by other factors. So in different study, researchers concentrated on social situations and again asked the subject to list their greatest fears. More than 9,000 people were interviewed. So here is the ranking of the answers. What are greatest fears in your life? So first, they said public speaking as well as speaking up in a meeting or class. Second, meeting a new people. Third, talking to people in authority. Fourth, important examination or interview. And fifth, going to parties and talking with strangers. Again, speech making is at the top in provoking anxiety. Many studies show that speaking in front of others is one of the most common fears, even more than fear of dying for some people. These fears are very natural because they involve being judged or making mistakes in front of others. For us as a students or for us as students of English, this fear can be even stronger because we are using second language. However, recognizing these fears is the first step to overcoming them. So next, once we identify our fears, the next step is to learn how to cope with stage fright. There are several strategies we can use. First, gain as much speaking experience as possible because practice truly reduces fear. Second, prepare thoroughly. The more prepared you are, the less nervous you will feel. Third, think positive thought and avoid imagining failure. Fourth, visualize success. See yourself speaking confidently in front of the audience. Fifth, Remember that your nervousness isn't as visible as you think. People often don't notice it. And the last one, don't expect for perfection. Mistakes are normal and even make you appear more human. Next, nervousness can be turned into energy. This slide reminds us that nervousness is not always bad. In fact, we can turn that energy into positive motivation. Here are some tips for dealing with nervousness in your first speech. First, be at your best physically and mentally. Rest well before speaking and take care of your body. Second, relax your body. What does it mean? Tighten and release muscles to reduce tension. This is one of possible way you can do to reduce your nervousness. Third, take slow, deep breaths, calm nerves and avoid shallow breathing. Fourth, focus on strong introduction because starting well helps you stay confident and usually anxiety will drop after 30 to 60 seconds. Fifth, make eye contact. Connect with audience as individuals to build connection. Next, concentrate on communicating, not on your stage fright. Seventh, use visual aids. It can engage audience and ease self-consciousness to support your message. 8. Speech class experience. It can help build confidence step by step. And next, remember, even famous speakers like Barack Obama or Adele felt anxious before performing. And the last one, confidence doesn't appear suddenly. It grows through practice and experience. As for the conclusion, to conclude, let's summarize what we have discussed. First, being afraid is something unavoidable and even expected. Second, nervousness is normal and it can actually become energy that helps us perform better. So, don't run away from your fear of public speaking. Know the tips of how to deal with it, such as face it, practice it, apply all theories that you have learned, and let confidence grow naturally. Remember, every confident speaker you admire today once felt exactly like you do now. Let me just close this presentation by stating a quote from James Islington. Nervousness means there's a fear to be faced ahead, they go. The man who is never nervous never does anything hard. The man who is never nervous never grows. So, thank you very much for your attention, and I do apologize for any mistakes during my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for watching my presentation.